I'm Michael Hudson. This is Team High Five. Let me introduce Heather Massiati. She's from New York and works for JP Morgan.
Thank you, Michael. Michael is also from New York and works for Verizon. Interestingly, though, in the real estate department.
We're trying to push for it to be in the 2020 Olympics, such as an equestrian sport,
Yes.
like what you play. So you could be in Rio right now. You've chosen to be here with us, and we're really thankful for that because I think we've got a pretty strong Team High Five dynamic going.
Hi guys! We are the remaining members of Team High Five, and I will start by introducing my teammate and my friend here, Matt Cray. Matt comes from Washington DC. He's in finance and works for Brown Advisory. And in his spare time, Matt loves to quote The Office.
This is Brian Goodman. He is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He works in healthcare for Bristol Myers Squibb. He also is an econ guru and is a very dependable and valued member of the team.
Hi, this is our final remaining member of Team High Five. This is Manka, very valued contributors working for Shell Energy Company, and she's kind of the glue of our team. She basically kind of makes everything fun and light, kind of keeps us organized and energized.
High five! Woo! So we want to tell you a little bit about our group. We're pretty excited that we are High Five, and we are High Five because there is only 5 of us. I think we were supposed to have a 6th member who unfortunately didn't make it. These are some thoughts that we have about the team that we all put up, and it's pretty incredible actually as I think back, because for me, this program was a bit of a last-minute decision, and the idea of group work was something that intimidated me. But having the opportunity to be a part of this team has made the experience in these 10 short days nothing short of amazing.
So, Manka, what did you think? What were you thinking when you came to campus? You know, a lot of this stuff, you know, it's a new experience for all of us.
Absolutely.
And the fact that a lot of this, everything that we rely on is going to be team-based, and we're going to be sort of relying on each other and our teams. Like, what were your thoughts? What was going through your mind when you came to campus?
I mean, when I came here, I knew it's going to be tough at the starting. I must admit, I was like, new team, new people, how's it going to work? Will I get along? Will I not get along? That's just how things work. Sometimes you don't get along. But with High Five, it's been absolutely amazing since day one. It's like we all just synced. It's not like we didn't have hard times, okay? It's not like we didn't get into conflict resolution or we didn't get into issues where our synergy may vary. But the important thing was how we really arrived at a consensus.
Why did we all read the hot groups and think that's us?
Yes. I think because we were really able to identify what everyone is good at. At the same time, we were really willing to coach people who are new to all these topics. Third, and the most important thing, which I think was patience, because we were always so sure that we want to wait for the other person to catch up.
Past success doesn't owe us anything. We need to continue growing and evolving. We're going back in a week, and we're going to have our full-time jobs. We're going to have a number of different things going on in our lives. So we're going to have to continue evolving. We're in a really good place. I think we're very fortunate to have such a foundation that we do.
Yes. And I strongly believe in this quote that none of us is as great as all of us. Oh, it says smart, but I must add we're also so great together.
Yeah, great is better than smart, right?
Okay, so 2 square pieces, bottom left.
You're this side, right? So this becomes
It's above the rectangle.
okay, bottom right.
Yeah, so our mission was basically all about building the puzzle with speed. And I knew that we were the one team who was down one person. So the idea there was to try to craft as foolproof of an instruction set as we could, so that when the team came in, they could piece it together. And I think from the existing experience that we've had with the team thus far, I knew that the 3 workers that we had as a part of the group, we have enough trust that you guys were going to be able to come in and kind of flow through the instruction set, assemble it, and it was going to be done.
I really learned 2 things from this. One is what Brian just said, which is trust, because that is so important in teamwork. And in order to build trust, you really have to have the psychological safety to really be able to be both the best and the worst version of yourself. But the other one was something that that we talked about in class is that we sort of put these invisible handcuffs around ourselves because from the manager's perspective, there was no direction on when or when not to call people down. And I think we do that a lot in our probably personal and professional lives. We put these handcuffs there because there are perceptions of reality. And in fact, what we're trying to do in the future is come together as a team and break down those barriers, especially the ones that are invisible.
Something somewhere's got to give, and sharing this relationship.
I think as a team, we're always striving to be efficient and imbibe the process of forming, storming, norming, and performing in all our tasks. Everyone brainstorms, shares their opinion on how to first organize ourselves to tackle a problem, and then identify all possible solutions of the problem at hand. In the interim, never forgetting that we are one team and we stand by each other, helping each other perform better with each passing day.
When we talk about managing conflict, we immediately went back to the Edmondson teaming book and the conversations around how we evaluate ourselves as a team. We compare our sports teams to work teams, but the sports teams, as Edmondson pointed out, have the luxury of practice. This week, it's our first week off of campus, and we had some challenges. We were handing in an econ assignment. It was not as smooth as it could have been. A review process and collaboration approach, while really well mannered, it backfired a little bit, and it created more work than less work. And you know, there were emotions, there were passion. We were trying to figure out how to make it work best for everybody in the group. The team did a really good job of stepping back. Everyone really took the time to listen. And we're gonna have to continue to evolve as we get used to this routine that is grad school on top of working. And we've set time aside as soon as we get back on campus to rework that process.
So as I think about what I want from the team, I want to see us be very self-aware about our strengths. For example, whether it's been statistics homework or accounting homework or video editing, people have, I think, raised their hand and stepped up because who's carrying the baton in any particular project or situation is going to change, and we want to get the most out of the diverse skill set that we have on the team. I want to see us kind of increase the level of psychological safety on the team. I think we've done a good job of that. I think we've had a good time together, but we want to make sure that we create an environment where everyone feels like they can speak up. Everyone feels like their voice is heard, and if we do that, then I think we'll have the best chance of getting the best ideas.
These last 10 days, while they've been tough because we've reintegrated our jobs back into our lives while also managing our schoolwork, I think that the execution as learning aspect that was talked about in Amy Edmondson's book is certainly something that's applicable to this team. I think we're learning how to adjust and improvise when necessary, but we're still getting our assignments done. I think that if we can keep doing that and keep learning from one another and learning how to be there for one another and be there for this team, that would be a successful result of these teams' exercises over the course of the next year.
For the future, being able to maintain our team unity, I feel, is all about continuing to re-level set on originally set alignment goals and recalibrate when necessary. Teams that can continue to maintain alignment on course and direction keep everyone on the team on board for the long term. Team 4 will have to continue to revisit goals and reset priorities as needed during the year to continue our successful team alignment that we built on today.
So I walked by this board early in the morning and I was like, this is it. This is really what our team needs to do together. We need to work together and we need to innovate. And especially in the setup that we have, innovate on managing time, innovate on distribution of labor, and most importantly, innovate on communication, because that is really going to be the key for us to manage our dynamics that we currently have and manage it more sustainably. So we really need to capitalize on the expertise within our team and celebrate every small success, and all of that takes communication.